Message from JFK, be a light in the darkness. Warm and loving welcome to all of you beautiful souls on Mother Earth. I have not spoken through this light called Losha in some time. Well, it is time again, smile. I wanted to speak before the United States 2024 election day. There is much going on right now, across the whole world, in fact. Much of what is going on is actually positive even though it has not been brought to light yet. I know that many of you light workers are very weary of all the negative emotions and energies that are prevalent in the world today. I am truly sorry that you are having to experience all of it. However, the Creator deemed, a long time ago, that each of you were chosen to be the perfect solution to these challenging times. I am sure you have wondered why many times. Let me just say that the world is on the brink of better times, and you are a big part of that. As tomorrow is a big day in the United States, while also having a trickle-down effect on the rest of the world, I wanted to ask for your love. Yes, right before the most cantankerous election in U.S. history, I am asking for your love. I am focusing on love because it is imperative that you all focus on love, also especially during this chaotic time. It may sound trite, but love is still the answer to all. That is why the more of you who can focus and meditate on love, and not on who wins the election, the more the voters will heed the call for love and not hate. Now, I know that it feels very difficult, almost impossible, to think of love right now. But I encourage you to please try. Your very future depends on it. Losha has been focusing on two important words over these last few days: love and peace. Whenever she says them, it helps to calm her, and she feels more connected to the Creator. When any of you can focus on a way to feel more connected to the Creator, it helps everyone on Mother Earth. Actually, it extends across the entire universe, too. So, I encourage each of you to come up with whatever phrase, or song, or words will help you to feel a stronger and continuous connection to our Creator, as that connection, when experienced by so many of you there, will help to bring about the truthful outcome in the election. No amount of hate espoused will help at all. So, I ask you to please focus on love. I do not want to get into predictions of who will win the election, etc., because it is all still a movie currently. I can tell you though, whoever wins the election will still lead to a more positive future, ultimately. I ask for your patience just a little longer. All will happen, as it is meant to happen. Just keep your eyes and heart focused on love, and all will be fine, better than fine. In fact, it will be wonderful. I know my message here today may sound like a Pollyanna perspective, but sometimes that is the simplest and most effective way to combat the opposite points of view, and it is very much needed right now. Tomorrow is a very pivotal day for all, so please keep your thoughts on love instead of any other, lesser emotion. If you find yourself slipping back into strong, negative emotions, I have two suggestions: turn off your phones and TV, and take a walk in nature, thanking and blessing Mother Earth for your beautiful home. You each possess more power for change than you realize, and that power lies in your thoughts and actions. Please make them count. I am still here with you all, through it all, I promise. I love each of you more than I could ever say. My love for you is never ending. Forever yours, Jack. Channeled by Losha. Saint Germain, what about the other humans who aren't getting it? I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame. We who exist in the 12th dimension feel that we are witnessing something special there on Earth, at this time. We who seek to serve you in all the ways that we do want you to know that you're receiving what you need is enough to help everyone there on Earth receive what they need to receive. In other words, you don't have to receive everything that everyone else needs and then spread it out to them, and you don't need to worry about whether everyone else is receiving what they need to receive in order to grow, in order to heal, or simply in order to survive. By you setting the example to them, you are showing them what is possible, how it's done, and that no effort is required on their part. Now, do I recommend that you see others receiving what they need to receive and want to receive? Yes, of course. Do that as well, but don't take it on as your responsibility, or see them as being reliant on you for that. It is so much more empowering for you to see them getting what they need all on their own. It is good for you to see everyone as a source energy being who is creating what they are creating for their own purposes. And therefore, you don't have to figure out why everyone is where they are, and you don't have to fix them or their problems. You don't have to make everything better for anyone. By working on what is right in front of you in your life, you are helping everyone else, and you are anchoring in energies that will be felt, that will ripple across the collective of which you are a part. You are creating the templates, the blueprints, the maps, and you can rest assured that every one of these other people you share your reality with will find what they need. They will find it in large part because of the breadcrumbs that you are dropping, the clues, the hints. You are the way showers. You were meant to go first, to go ahead of the pack and light the way. If you are worrying about other people, and where they are, and whether they'll ever get it, then you are lowering your vibration, and you don't want to do that. You want to see everyone as being more than capable, and you want to help whenever and wherever you can, but again not out of a sense of responsibility for them or for their lives, but because you feel inspired to help in a given moment. And sometimes they will just ask, and you will be happy to help. Everyone is where they are, because it's where they need to be in order for their soul to have the unique journey that it wants to have. So yes, of course it can be challenging. It can be a lonely ride for those of you who are awake, but you must be patient with your fellow humans, for they will get there, they will catch up. They are catching up, and they are catching up because your reality will always reflect to you the work you've done on yourself, the successes of your life. And I know you will be experiencing more of those successes in the coming months and years. We who are looking out for you all feel that way, because we know it to be true. I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame. 5 Stoic hands and practices that I believe in. I believe in finding powerful practices for transformation, wherever we can find them. And the Stoic philosophers Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca are huge inspirations for me. I found there to be a huge overlap between Stoicism and Buddhism, even if there are also some key differences. The overlap between Zen and Stoicism are things I share below, and they are powerful practices. 1. What we control. One of the main Stoic principles is to focus on what you can control, and let go of what you can't. And most of life is what we can't control: other people's opinions and actions, the weather, world events, for the most part, accidents, loss. Too often we let those things affect our happiness, even if we can't do anything about them. Think about how often you get frustrated or stressed by something you can't control. What if you declare that that was none of your business? Your business instead is focusing on doing your best in the present moment. Zen also focuses on doing your best in the present moment from a place of compassion. I find this focus to be simple, powerful, and liberating. 2. Reminder of death. The Stoics would remind themselves that they were going to die on a regular basis. Buddhists do this too. One branch of Buddhists will meditate in a graveyard for this purpose, something that I do as well. Life is short and precious, and we take it for granted. We need to remind ourselves of this often, so that we can make the most of each day, and each moment. 3. Loving what is. The Stoics didn't use the term amor fati, that was Nietzsche, but Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus definitely espouse the idea that we should embrace what is actually happening rather than what we wish things would be. Epictetus: don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. This is a Zen idea as well, to embrace reality as it is, and the ways we suffer are based on wanting things to be different. What if you could learn to love each moment exactly as it is? To do this, you have to find the beauty in life as it happens. Start with the easy moments: a quiet morning, a nice cup of tea, seeing the face of someone you love, and then slowly work towards more difficult ones. Someone is being negative, you have a difficult task before you. Leave the hardest things as an advanced challenge for later: death, illness, war. 4. Contemplate misfortune. Seneca had a practice called premeditatio malorum, or contemplating adversity in advance, where you would visualize all the bad things that would happen to you, as a rehearsal. For example, if you're about to take a trip, you might imagine all the things that could go wrong. You forgot your passport, you lost your luggage, you got robbed, you got lost, you got sick. Actually visualize all of these things happening. And imagine that they aren't dramatic, but neutral. There's no problem. Maybe you actually love the experience. Then, if any of them actually did happen, then you're prepared. Nothing can happen to you that's worse than what you've already experienced in the contemplation. You've already gone through it all. In this way, we have prepared ourselves, like putting ourselves into ice-cold water, to prepare for swimming in the Atlantic. The Zen tradition is more about present moment meditation, but in a way, when we meditate, we are facing everything that comes up for us in the present moment: boredom, distraction, discomfort, frustration, etc. And so when the same things inevitably come up for us later, we've already faced them. 5. A higher perspective. There's a way I like to visualize taking a God's eye view of humanity, looking down on all of humankind, like we're the size of ants. This kind of bigger perspective reminds me that my problems are actually small, even if they seem big, and we are all interconnected, even if it feels we're alone. This makes my life easier. The Stoics call this the higher view. In Zen, we practice reminding ourselves of our interconnectedness. It's the truth of reality, as opposed to having a separate self, that helps us to feel connected and compassionate. These practices help me tremendously in my life. They are liberating and motivating at the same time. And they take practice a lifetime's worth. With love. Leo Babauta. Zen Habits Source, or aofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.